Does Edwin Allen's Serena Cole need an attitude adjustment? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, recently we saw Serena Cole, the odds-on favorite to win the women's Class 1 girls, that is 100-meter dash at the upcoming ISSA Boys and Girls Champs 2023, lose to who we here at Peter Lloyd World said was the only person we think who could rival her, which is Hydel High's remarkable Alana Reid. This, of course, happened at the Central Champs recently, and set many tongues a wagging. In the end, it was Alana Reid who won this clash in a time of 11.39, with Edwin Allen's Serena Cole taking the second spot in a time of 11.93. But look, the reason why I brought this up is honestly two things. One of my regulars made a statement, and then I thought about it, because the truth is, when I first saw this race, I was a little confused about what I saw. And if you go back and watch the video, you'll realize that I kept referencing one particular thing that Serena Cole did, and I just found it very, very odd, which is she literally stopped running 10 meters out. The race was competitive. They were neck and neck, meaning herself and Alana Reid of Hydel were neck and neck up until about 60 meters. Then Alana Reid started to get the upper hand, and 15 meters out, Serena Cole just stopped running. That's why there was such a massive gap in the time between Alana Reid's 11.39 and Serena Cole's 11.93. Literally, Serena Cole literally just stopped. She almost walked through the finishing line. Look. Now, athletes very, very rarely, if ever, do this in a competitive race. Now, these are the two young ladies that everyone wanted to see. And Central Champs is a big deal, a big deal in terms of points for her school, meaning Edwin Allen. We're talking about Serena Cole. And a big deal in terms of her making a statement to Alana Reid. I mean, you know, this will impact her own psychology, and this should have been an opportunity to make a statement to Alana Reid. So it was just a very weird thing to see her stop running. So my first thoughts were, is she injured? I've not heard of any injury from anyone. You know, none of my sources seem to think she's injured. And then someone in my comments said, one person said she gave up because she wasn't winning, and then the other person said she needed an attitude adjustment. And I said to myself, there's no way, because one of the things that an athlete needs to be able to win is what I call beast mode. You know, you want to know what beast mode is? Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is beast mode. She's a living example of that. Younger example, Tina Clayton. I mean, they just never give up. It's almost like I don't know how to describe it, but they refuse to lose. And that was a very weird thing that Serena Cole did, people. Now, she opened up her season looking really, really good at the in January of 2022 in her first race, winning comfortably in 100 meters. Watch. I'm talking about Serena Cole, of course. So, now I'm going to keep talking because odds are you've seen this race. She was absolutely dominant in this one in a time of 11.58. Just looked remarkable. And in fact, every time I've seen her since, she looked like a winner. But what I saw at Central Champs, honestly, it concerned me. The more I thought about it, the more it concerned me, because the thing is, athletes don't really do that. That's not something you do as an athlete. So the question becomes, now this of course is my 2 cents, is this a result of bad coaching? Is this a result of just bad attitude? Now, we know she's capable of running really fast. Her PB happened when she ran 11.13. This was at the National Junior Trials finals last year in 2022 when she lined up against her friend and schoolmate, Tina Clayton, who ran that new national record at the time for girls under 20, that 10.96. And again, she looked good in this. So I was just, I don't know, people. That was, she's still very young. She's still very young, but she's a very experienced runner. She's the silver medalist. Yes, silver medalist from last year's World Championships, and was one of the top 10 fastest juniors in the world last year. So it was just very strange to see her do this, and I'd never ever seen Serena Cole do anything like this before. I mean, another possibility is that this could have been something that her coach told her to do, which again wouldn't make any sense because, of course, they wanted to win Central Champs, so the more the merrier. It was just a very strange thing, and of course, I'm speculating at this point, but when you see an athlete do something that you've never seen them do before, you didn't get that energy or vibration from them. I don't think she's injured, but I certainly hope she's not injured. She's such a talented young lady, and I know she's a seasoned athlete at this point, a veteran, always giving her best. That really threw me off, people. I mean, I know that maybe you think this is much ado about nothing, but this is a huge deal if this is really about attitude. I mean, this is, you don't give up because you're losing. That literally makes no sense. In fact, that's when you fight. That's when you fight. That's beast mode. If an athlete lacks beast mode, I guarantee you that athlete cannot transition into the pros and become a great athlete. It's just not possible because we don't want to think about it, but athletics is a business and it's about competition. You compete against other people. You're not racing yourself generally. I mean, unless you're Usain Bolt and you're the fastest person alive. This really threw me off. Now, I do not want to believe that Serena Cole needs an attitude adjustment. In fact, I almost refuse to believe it. I'm going to say she misjudged. I'm going to say maybe her coach told her to do this, which still doesn't make any sense to me. Could be a momentary frustration. Maybe she felt a twinge in her hamstring or something, and a seasoned vet would know if you feel that you ease off. So I'm going to say it's one of those three things. I just don't want to believe she gave up because she was losing, because that would make no sense. She is still the odds-on favorite to win. She's a boys and girls champs, and I heard her coach there at Edwin Allen is an incredible coach. So I'm sure he's going to work on whatever needs to be worked on to ensure that she can take home the title, because Edwin Allen needs that win. It's very important. We're going to report on something else in the next video, but Edwin Allen needs her to win. Trust me on this one. They need her. But I don't know. This one really threw me off, people. The athlete I've been watching since she was maybe in class 4, class 3, doesn't give up. So it didn't follow logic. And for me, I just refuse to believe that she needs an attitude adjustment or she just gave up because she was losing. I'm going to think something happened in the race. She felt a twinge. And I know you're saying, okay, somebody's going to say, boy, you're making excuses or whatever. But I've never seen this athlete do this before. In fact, I've never seen any Edwin Allen athlete do this before. They're beast mode in that school. They're just straight beast mode. And I'm not taking anything away from Alana Reid. I'm a huge fan of Alana Reid of Heidel. She has beast mode. But I just can't believe it's an attitude adjustment, people. I'm sorry, I can't believe it. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I mean, what do you think? Do you think she gave up because she was actually losing? Do you think she needs to work on this attitude? What do you think? Or do you agree with me and think maybe something has occurred that we're not aware of? Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, you are kings and queens. Bless up!